Hi there, I'm Beth, and today I'm collaborating with some of my friends to make a video about smart doll tote bags. I'm joined by Marna of Dolls Rescued, Jay from J Dolls UK, and Peacecraft Dolls with Tammy Powley. So if you're familiar with smart dolls, you've probably seen these lovely canvas tote bags too. This bag comes with every smart doll and is the perfect size to fit them on their knees when you take them out travelling. Today's collaboration was Marna's idea, and she challenged us each to make a mini version of the smart doll tote bag. I don't know if anyone else will tinker with different doll scales, but I'm choosing to make mine at 1/3 of the original scale so it can be a tote bag for my smart dolls to hold. First, I measured a full-size tote bag, then divided the measurements by 3 for a 1/3 scale bag. I sketched out an exploded view for a sewing template before looking out some materials. Here are the measurements I ended up using, so please feel free to use this free template to make your own mini tote bags for your own 1/3 scale dolls. Just copy the measurements out onto paper. I think this medium weight ivory cotton will work out nicely. And I've also taken out some 1/2-inch strapping and bias binding. As it happens, I had already digitized the classic Keep Calm and Carry a Smart Doll bag artwork quite a while ago, so I just had to fire up my Cricut Maker 3 and cut the design from some iron-on vinyl. Once the design is cut, I need to remove all the excess vinyl. This process is called weeding. It's really quite fiddly when there are tiny pieces to remove, but very satisfying when your design is finally revealed. Some of the tiniest details didn't work out, namely the tiny dots above the crown, but I'll try altering the design later on to fix this. Somewhere behind my big head bobbing about, I'm marking out the centre of the front of the tote bag, so I can place the vinyl decal properly. Once I decide how high up to place it, I'll cover it with parchment paper and iron it. Once it's cooled enough, I can remove the plastic backing. Here it is, and I think it looks great. I've overlocked the 2 short ends, which will become the top of the bag. And I'm going to turn in and top stitch these edges before proceeding to sew the sides and bottom of the bag. I should have tucked the handles under the fold when I stitched these seams, but I'll sew them in now. I've tucked in the raw edges and secured the handles, and now we'll sew the sides of the bag. I'll use bias binding to cover the raw edges of the inner seams, just like the real tote bags do. Now I can squish out and align these lower seams properly before stitching and binding with bias binding, just like the side seams. And that's all there is to it for this first attempt. I can turn the bag inside out and will press the side seams with an iron. Oh, I think it makes a super cute mini version of the classic Smart Doll tote, don't you? If you look closely at the details around the crown, you'll see how I used Photoshop to simplify the design to make cutting at a miniature scale more achievable. Here's my second attempt at the classic Keep Calm design. Much better. Many of you will be aware of this updated design too. It looks like an optician's eye chart and also has text detail that would be lost at 1/3 scale. I played around with the design a little and printed this simplified version for my next mini tote bag. What do you think of them? There was one more element to this collaboration that Marna suggested, which was making alterations to the full-size Smart Doll tote bag too. This challenge was only for those of us with enough bags to spare, and since I have 6 of them, I thought I'd give it a try. I find it tricky sometimes to put in and remove my Smart Doll from the tote without messing up her hair, so decided to try adding a zip to one side to help with this. I also added 3 snap fastenings across the top of the bag as well, in case of high winds or rain or just for privacy. Finally, I considered adding 2 straps to turn the tote into a backpack, but I didn't have any suitable straps on hand. So instead, I've attached this rainbow strap, which is actually a luggage strap, to create a kind of sling bag strap. This will let me carry my doll hands-free when needed. I had a lot of fun with this dream team collaboration, and I hope you'll go watch each of my friends' videos today too. That's Dolls Rescued, J Dolls UK, and Peacecraft Dolls, who'll each be linked in my description below. I look forward to seeing how they've each interpreted Marna's challenge, and if anyone else has altered one of the original totes. I'm certainly going to be making more of these 1/3 scale bags, so watch this space for when and where they'll be available. A big thank you, as always, to all of my patrons. Your extra support helps keep this channel going, and I really value your input and feedback there. Thanks to everyone for watching. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already. Click like if you enjoyed the video, and please take a moment to leave me a comment below too. Let me know what you think of our mini tote collaboration, and why not tell me which doll you think a Smart Doll would carry in their mini bag. I would have put Lika-chan in there if her knees could have bent enough, but opted for my little Ms. Bear instead. Anyway, thanks again. Please look after each other and be kind to yourselves, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.